Ever find yourself replaying conversations with your ex in your head? Or maybe you're stuck wondering what if, long after the relationship has ended. You're not alone, and it's not because you're weak or crazy. It's actually a fascinating trick your brain is playing on you. Let's talk about why you can't stop thinking about your ex. Your brain is wired to seek completion. When a relationship ends, especially abruptly or without clear answers, it leaves an open loop, an unfinished story. Your mind obsessively revisits it, trying to solve the puzzle, looking for a different ending. It's like a song stuck in your head. Your brain wants to get to the end, but it can't, so it just keeps hitting repeat. This brings us to a powerful psychological phenomenon known as the Unsent Letter Effect. Imagine writing a long emotional letter to your ex, pouring out all your feelings, questions, and pain, but you never send it. That letter represents all the unresolved emotions and unspoken words trapped inside you. Your brain holds on to this unsent letter, constantly reviewing its contents, because the emotional business is still pending. This is why you might feel stuck in a mental loop, rehearsing what you should have said or what you still want to say. So, what about closure? We often think a final conversation will be the magic key that locks the door to the past. But here's the twist. Closure rarely works the way we expect. Sometimes, seeking closure just reopens the wound. You might not get the answers you want, or the conversation might create even more questions. True closure isn't something someone else gives you. It's a process you have to navigate internally. It's about accepting that the story is over, even if the ending wasn't what you hoped for. Our attachment style also plays a huge role in this. If you have an anxious attachment style, you might be more prone to rumination. Your fear of abandonment can make you cling to the memory of the relationship, desperately searching for clues on how to fix it or what went wrong. On the other hand, someone with an avoidant style might try to suppress their thoughts, only to have them pop up unexpectedly when they feel vulnerable. Understanding your attachment style is like getting a user manual for your own emotional responses. So, how do we break this obsessive mental loop and finally move forward? First, acknowledge the unsent letter. You don't have to send it, but you can write it. Get all those thoughts and feelings out of your head and onto paper. This act of externalizing your emotions can provide a surprising amount of relief. It tells your brain, okay, I've dealt with this. Another powerful technique is to actively redirect your focus. When you catch yourself ruminating, gently guide your thoughts to something else, a hobby, your goals, or simply the present moment. Mindfulness and meditation can be incredibly helpful here. It's about training your brain to let go of the past and anchor itself in the now. Finally, it's important to understand that the mind often holds on to emotional imprints longer than the heart does. The logical part of you might know the relationship is over and done. But the emotional part of your brain, the part that formed the deep connection, takes longer to get the memo. These are deep neural pathways that were built over time. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Healing isn't linear. Some days will be easier than others. The goal isn't to erase the memory, but to lessen its emotional charge, until it's just a story from your past, not a weight you carry into your future. You have the power to close this chapter and start writing a new one. It takes time, self-awareness, and a little bit of brain retraining, but you can and will move forward. Thanks for watching, and if this helped, consider subscribing for more insights into the psychology of our daily lives. See you next time.